Hey guys, welcome back to Tropic Wonder. Today we're going to be working on a pirate themed area. I found quite a few pirate themed blueprints on the workshop, so it's just something that I want to add to the park. So the plan is to create a path down this area here and then kind of build a nice bit of water around here, and then kind of raise the terrain up here, put some buildings up there, and then have a coaster that kind of comes all the way around it as well. And then obviously your standard kind of themed flat rides and just a little bit of scenery here as well. So that's the plan for this episode. So yeah, obviously we created the Vikings last time, and yeah, let's what I wanted to do first was just get a path that just kind of links all this up a little bit. So a wide path, and just kind of try and bring this round, get everyone able to get around the park a little bit easier. So that's cool for that. And then just kind of get rid of the trees that are in the way, of which there are quite a few. So I'm not going to spend any more time in this area. This is just essentially just something that I've wanted to do just to link everything up a little bit better. Lovely. Excellent. Yeah, so that's basically all I needed to do there. And then we just want to get another path here that's going to be down towards this new pirate area. Let's just go for the jazzy mosaic for now. So we're going to bring this all the way through to about there. And then there's a piece of scenery that I created on the workshop. Well, I created it and added it to the workshop, which is just this tropical rock bridge, which is going to look lovely in this area. So the plan is to use it here, and we'll just drop it down to where it needs to go, to about there. Spin it around and then join it up with the path. Cool. So we may need to just adjust this a little bit so it's just joining a bit nicer, and then we'll just connect the two together. I just want to get rid of these railings as well. For some reason they've gone on the workshop with the railings on. It wasn't part of the plan. So yeah, I have noticed that the bridge that I've created is lower on one end than it is on the other, which is fairly annoying. It is something that I will fix, but for now I'm just gonna deal with it as it is. We'll just adjust all of this. So this is the area that it's all gonna live in. I'm just gonna make this as large as I can to about here. So I want the water to come around here and kind of disappear out there, and then we'll just bring this back and get it to about here, and then just get rid of all these trees as well. So we've got a blank slate to begin, and then once we've done that, we want to flatten the terrain, reduce the terrain first underneath the bridge, and then that can kind of go through here. As if the water's coming from somewhere. I don't want it to look like it just starts randomly here. So yeah, that's cool. And then once we've got a good depth, we'll just start pushing the terrain out. Let's bring that in a little bit. I think that's probably just a little bit too big. And then bring this round. And then now we can extend that a little bit more. See, I want the water to come all the way around here, around the back. And then all the way up to these rocks here. So these rocks are going to be built up a little bit. We're going to have a bit of a higher platform because I've got some really nice kind of piratey castle themed type buildings that I want to use. So we've almost done this now, almost got it to where we need it to be, and then let's just get that a bit lower there and then dig that right through. Cool, so now obviously that we've done this, we just need to go into this and make sure that we don't have any floating trees. What we are going to notice as well that we've got, now that I've lowered the floor of this section, we're going to have a fair few floating trees on this side, so I just need to do a multi-select of all of this and then just knock that down so that it's actually growing out of the ground. And I think that's the only stuff that side, and then we'll do the same on this side just to make sure. And let's have a look. So we've grabbed a couple of rocks there, we don't want those, so we will try and remove those from the selection. Come on. So that can be quite tricky to do. When it's buried underneath something, you kind of got to find it and grab it, but we'll just kind of ignore that. And hopefully, oh no, there we go. That happens a lot. I think the right click is frustratingly, it just deletes everything that you've got selected, which I probably need to change because I do that far too much. Cool, so that is the bridge over and the area for this carved out. So now I just want to dot some sand about. Right, so that's the start of this. So now obviously we want to go into the blueprints, remove that, and just do a search for pirate. And there's this nice little entrance bit that I do really like, so we're going to use this here. Just kind of push that into here. So we've got this nice entryway, that's quite cool. And I think if we just, I think we've got some floating trees here, have we? No, they're okay. Let's just get a few more of the tropical trees and rocks. I want some small ones just in and around as we lead up to this, just to separate it from the rest. Trees all the way around here, just to get this nice and blended in. And maybe some small plants, see how much we can get in here without it looking too much. Let's align to surface, let's make sure that we don't have any floating shrubs. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We don't want them on the path. Okay, cool. So obviously now we need to just get the water in here, and this should look really nice once we've done this. And we'll do it from this side because this is slightly lower than the other side. If we do it from the other side, it's basically going to flood this whole area. There we go. And we will now take a look at this. That is beautiful. Exactly how I wanted that to look. some of these trees are still floating, so we're just going to make sure we fix. Let's do that again. Instead of deleting these, I'll keep them, just move them over. Cool. So now we have the base kind of terrain for this, but as I mentioned before, what I wanted to do is in this area here, I wanted to have a raised area. I'll keep those trees actually, they look quite nice there. So there's a couple of pieces here that I think I saved them as favourites, but no, it turns out I didn't. Okay, cool. So we've got this one, which I think goes this way. So I'm just going to raise that into the sky. So it's floating for now, but obviously it won't be. And then we've got this one. Let's just make sure we're using this the right way around. That's going to be a little bit higher. So it's obviously going into the water. It's nice. It's a really nice themed section. It's got a couple of, well, it's got one ride, a couple of shops in there as well. So obviously we're going to raise the terrain around this as well, make it look a little bit more natural. We're going to do the same here, because obviously we're not going to have that just floating. And then we have these buildings up here as well, which I think just look really, really nice. So just having these, again, just up here as just some scenery that we can kind of look up at as we're walking around this area, I think just looks. So you come into here, I think that just looks really cool. So everything's not just right there, it's kind of out in the distance for you to look at as well. So let's just get this to a point that stops it from floating. Let's get this all leveled out around here, maybe a little bit more just there, and then let's get that leveled. There we go. Start to make this look a little bit more natural just around here as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Looks like it's all part of that now. Yeah, so the idea is to get some kind of coaster going around this as well, so it's not just to look at in the distance. You can actually go up there and see around this whole area. I know we're right up against the edges of the map, but we should still be able to do that. And obviously there's a couple of I think there's a couple of shops in there, is there? Maybe I'm wrong. No, I think I'm wrong. So we'll put the coaster, we'll start that off just over this side, have it go up here and around, and we'll just put some flat rides and some scenery items and things down here. So we can start that off now. We'll do a search for Pirate again, and we will start working on this. So that's the one that we did before. I want a pirate ship, of course. I mean, that is absolutely beautiful. So whoever's created that has taken some serious time, and it's taken some serious skill as well to be able to put something like that together with that much detail. It's exceptional work. So we're going to need it. Obviously we need a pirate ship, we need some of these kinds of things just down by the water. think I used this one in the Viking area as well, but it can be used in a couple of different ways, this one. So we want this to be about there. So we've got the boat in the water, we've got, yeah, the boardwalk down there as well. I think the boat might just be, yeah, that's fine. I think it's just about in the water. And this rock here, I want to kind of burrow into a little bit and just have some buildings as if they're kind of built into it a little bit as well. So if we just start that, we've got a couple of shops actually here, which could be quite nice. We'll do a couple of these and then we'll get a path going around it, put a few different shops in there, and then I think there's some toilets somewhere. Yeah, I think this one's a toilet. We can possibly put this. Okay, so let's get this water park in, get some pools in here, a couple of slides. So first of all, I want to use the wooden decking for the path in, and we're just going to do the stamp builder, switch merge off. Cool, I think that's everything. Yep, perfect. Yeah, so it's just a case of now going into pools, and we'll use some of the ones that have been pre-made for us. They all seem to be kind of tropical style anyway, which is quite nice, exactly what we want for this area. So we just want to put these around and see if we can fit that. I think that's just a bit too big. And then we've got this one with the slides, so that's pretty cool. So we'll try and fit this one in as well. Let's see if we can get it in this way. Oh, it might just be a bit too big. Okay, that's not too bad. So what we want to do now is, I think if we're going to paths, we can customize the paths. Yeah, perfect. Oh. Okay. We didn't want to cut this bit down here out. We just want to do it where the pools are. Knock this brush size down and get rid of that piece. That's a bit of a strange looking bit there, but it's not the worst thing. So I'm just going to grab the path tool again, just fix this. Oh, copy existing texture and try that again. Nope, what is going on? Copy existing texture, this one. Oh, so merge is off, isn't it? So we want to be able to merge that back to how it was. And then I think obviously this here needs to be connected. So we're going to switch merge back off, set that to 12, and then sorry, set the stamp scale to 4, and what's happened there? Oh, I've just used the the opposite wooden walkway, so I'm gonna just try and fix that. There we go. Lovely. So we've still got that boardwalk that we can use. Awesome. So obviously we're going to need some changing rooms. I think there's some pirate themed changing rooms in here. So if we just go into guest services and changing rooms. Yeah, beautiful. We've got some pirate pit stop. So have we got a toilet and a changing room, or are they both changing rooms? We will put that just off the main path, and then we'll just put another one here. And then I'm going to use the natural paths for those. Set that to 4. Join it all back up. I'm hoping they're changing rooms. So that's toilets. And that's changing rooms. Perfect. So we do have changing rooms. Okay, cool. So now we need the guest services to be able to purchase the pool passes, which pirate guest services. Lovely stuff. Let's have a look where we can put this. Just over here should be fine. Obviously out of the way of the swinging ship. And we'll probably need well, we'll try this path actually. I think that might be okay. Yeah, nice. Yes, we've got some people already in the pool, so they must have bought their pool passes at the entrance. So that's cool. Yeah, quite like that. So I think what I wanted to do was just get some of the these types of things just dotted around this area. Nothing specifically pirate themed at this point, just kind of getting a few tropical looking stalls, places where people can get some food and then come and sit on this deck area here. Nice. Okay, I always struggle to select the shops in this, so I'm just going to go in here and just do it from here. So we've got 3 things open there, that's cool. And so if we just go into here now and get some bins. And then some standard benches. And then we'll get some picnic benches as well. And for this area, I think, should we use this one, or is that a little bit too... Yeah, this one's fine. It says mythology, but I think it's perfectly fine for pirate theme. Just darken it a little bit, and then we'll go and get some umbrellas, and we'll use... let's have a look at this one. Perfect. Knock that down. Nice. So we will group them. throw a few of these around this area. Nice little picnic area. We'll do the same over this side. And just one more. And I think the positioning of some of these is a little bit awkward, so just bring these in a little bit, and then we'll just duplicate that and have one more at the end. Just move this one over this way a little bit. Cool. So that's what we wanted, really, just something quite simple and just like a nice little deck where people can go and relax. So now it's time to build the coaster. So I'm really liking this area so far, actually. It's taken a bit of time to get to this point. So the coaster is going to go here, which means I'm probably going to need to get rid of a ton of this stuff. After we'd fixed this whole kind of walkway earlier, we've now got a place where we can kind of start off this coaster. So I'm thinking for this one we're going to use a alternate lift, and I think it was, let's have a look which one we wanted to use, the Looping Sun. So we'll grab that, raise it up so it's about the same level as the path. Why is that? I want it to be raised to... Let's start it about there. Cool. So first of all, I wanted to have a nice little drop into it, and we'll level it out and start to turn a little bit sharper than that. And then we'll have a chain lift upwards. Well, actually, what I wanted to do was have this chain lift through a hill, a mountain. So obviously, the best way of doing this is to have the mountain exist first, because if you don't do that, putting the mountain around the roller coaster just engulfs it with mountain. Whereas if you do the mountain first and put the coaster through it, it burrows through nicely. So we're just gonna get this nice and high. It might look a little bit odd and unnatural to begin with, but we'll work on that and get this looking like it is meant to exist and not just there for the sake of the coaster. That's not what we want. Make sure there's going to be enough space for the coaster to come back round. Okay, so let's start this thing. So we've dropped it down, we've gone into the mountain. Let's just have this a little bit more. There we go. And then turn that. to get it to a point where it's kind of central. Let's just raise that, and then we will begin the ascent. Cool. Probably end up having to, in fact, we'll probably have to do something else with this mountain. Put a bit more around it, because I didn't want it to come out just there. It's just sort of a bit of an awkward angle. So now we're going to begin the descent downwards, and we'll work on some banked turns after. That to come just this side of this. I'll just bring that back just a tiny bit, just to have it go over this and then down. And then I think we'll have bank that way, quite a sharp bank. And we'll turn this just this side of the ship. Well, I've gone underwater. And then bring this to a kind of level. Bring it round. And then all the way around the ship. Yeah, there should be enough space there. And then get this to go up. And then we want to level this out here. Get it through this space. Beautiful, and then down and underneath. We'll bank it a little bit. Is that going to have enough? Let's just drop it down a little bit, just for the realism. Oh, I've just noticed this cool little thing here, but I don't think we're going to get the coaster around it. It's probably just a little bit too small. So let's get this here. Let's have a look at some of these special pieces as well. Some kind of corkscrew would be pretty cool. Okay, so they're corkscrews, but going vertically. That's insane. Is that... No, we want it to go the other way, really. Yeah, there we go. So let's just bring it sort of going round and off. Yeah, very cool. We'll try and level that out. This we're going to need to do quite a bit of smoothing here just to make sure that we're not breaking necks. But we will figure that all out. Let's go back through the hill. And then over. The guests enjoying their lunch. And then who doesn't like a coaster going over the top of a swimming pool? I'm starting to doubt the fact that this is actually going to make it around. Because it's a little bit ambitious, but we'll give it a go. And if it doesn't, we'll figure it out. Yeah, that's not going to be the most neck friendly section of the ride. Okay, so at some point I'm going to need to start bringing this in. I think we are pretty much done for the main part of the ride, so we'll just kind of start to. Yeah, I definitely don't think this is going to make it round. Just hoping it's got enough speed. Can we auto-complete this? No. So if we just kind of start to bring this up now, and then bring it inwards. Can we auto-complete now? Yeah, perfect. Right, let's just see how this thing runs. I'm not expecting this to get all the way around. I'm expecting it to lose speed at some point, but who knows. This is cool. We'll add some lights in there, a little bit of decoration as well. Okay, this is quite a long way up. We may get enough speed. I'm not sure if this initial drop is quite steep enough to give us that speed actually, so let's see how this goes. It's quite a nice start. Let's get rid of them trees. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, smooth that bit out. It's looking good so far. We're going to get up this. Yeah, perfect. Into the corkscrew. Ooh. Horrific. Up and over. Oh, yes. This is incredible. Oof. Yeah, we'll fix that. Oh, my God. We'll fix that. That wasn't the best. This is looking cool, though. Really happy with that for the most part for the first draft. Let's see what the people make of it. Oof. Okay, so very scary. It's making people a little bit sick, and the enjoyment's mid. So that's pretty cool. I'm quite happy with that as a first go. So now we're just going to look at smoothing a few of these pieces out. Let's get this bit. I know there's a few pieces here that were a little bit of a jank. This bit here was one of them. I think if we just turn that a little bit as well, it might just help. That's cool. And then this bit here is dreadful. Wow. That's going to hurt coming around there. Yeah, that's a bit better. And then I think it was from this bit into this bit. We'll just smooth that out as well because it was quite a harsh. Let's go to this section here and then just kind of tweak that a little bit as well. Smooth that out. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's quite a good sized coaster. It's probably the biggest coaster I've built actually. I normally tend to go quite conservative with it because I'm never really quite sure how big to go, and I'm only just kind of getting to the point where I'm getting, you know, quite happy with the things that I'm building. There's absolutely no supports whatsoever over this path, so that's a concern. Just smooth all the way up here, and I think this bit here just needs a little bit of work as well because it was quite jarring. Let's try and smooth it out a little bit. That's better. I think this here probably just needs straightening out. And then I think this bit was okay. That's a bit much as well, so we'll just sort that out. And then I think just where we go into this turn as well, could do it a little bit. And then after that, I think we're good. I think we're, I'm quite happy with that. Obviously we're going to get rid of all this. We don't want the coaster going through the trees. There we go. We'll put some trees around it, of course. We do want quite a lot of theming around this. Oh, I've got rid of the wrong tree. Why is it not letting me select this tree? There we go. And you as well. Floating there, right, okay, that's cool. Just gonna go around making sure that we don't have any more of that. I think that guy can probably go as well. Right, so up and over, all the way around, down here. Get rid of that one. I think that's pretty much it, apart from the end here where we go through we go through a rock, which I don't think is the nicest way to end a ride. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. So we're going to add the entrance and the exit. I'm just thinking actually maybe the entrance could go on the other side and go through the rock. Let's see how we can get on with that type of idea. So if we get some steps up and round. Oh, do you know what would be really cool if we get this path visible, the ride visible to the path as you queue in, as you kind of go past that would be absolutely awesome. Right, so I'm gonna go back through here. We may get a little bit of that. Oh, that's a little bit low. Let's go up a bit more. round and down. And hopefully, oh, we can join this up. Ooh. Cool. Obviously, we're going to have to get rid of this tree. Yeah, that's really cool. I really like that. Get some lights in there as well. Let's put my torch on and see how that looks. Let's go in. Okay, so we've got that. That's fine. Let's go in through here, and then we'll go down. Yeah. And then the ride itself is... yeah, it's a little bit further in. Maybe we won't be able to do that. Okay, no problem. Yeah, it's quite dark in there, isn't it? It's not a lot of headroom. Oof, yeah, I like that. That's really nice. Yeah, well, I'm just going to get this opened and see what people think of it. Oh, that's not... I don't want that type of path for this. Where is this one? There we go. Excellent. Love it. Again, no theming really. But what we could do actually is... let's reduce that a little bit and just bring out some of this over the top. Give it that. Oh well, that's no good. But we'll fix that in a minute. We could bring this out a little bit more as well. Let's kind of have this big mountain canopy over the top, and then we will obviously borrow that back in a little bit, smooth it out, get yeah, that's cool. And then I want some long grass on the top. Oh, not that much though. We're just going to get some trees on there as well. Tropical large trees, there we go. Let's just get that filled in. I think we've just put one accidentally down here as well, which we don't want. But apart from that, that's looking awesome. Really happy with that. This one needs to just move inwards a little bit. Looks like it's right on the edge. It's a bit better. Yeah, so something obviously I've just noticed is that we don't have a path to this at all. So we'll have to connect this round, and we'll just put, where can we get that to join? Perhaps we go over here and then through there. Can we get it through here? Nope. Spot is obstructed. Yeah, just have this nice windy bridge. Why not? Join it from this side now, and then hopefully, yeah. I mean, that's not the nicest looking thing, but I'm hoping we can round that out a little bit. go. Yeah, that's okay. Can live with that. And then obviously we want to remove the, oh, not the bridge, just the individual pieces, thank you. Okay, so I think that's it. Oh, there is one more. This one, and I think that one's just outside of the, yeah, there we go, outside of the bridge blueprint, so we can just get rid of those. I really like that yellow thing, so I'm just going to move it over instead of getting rid of it completely. I don't know what you were doing down there. Yeah, okay, it's fine. We'll just have to get some benches in as well, because it's quite a long walk, isn't it? Yeah, quite like that actually. It works for me. Nice. And if we just get some of the tropical rocks in here as well, just to fill in some of this space, and then maybe some of the small plants. And the same on this side. And then some more trees in here. I want this to be quite a lush area. Yeah, I don't mind some of that coming over actually, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, this is beautiful. Really, really like this. And as you come up here, you can start to see the roller coaster. Just want some more rocks. The large ones. Just get some of them dotted around here. We still want to be able to see the coaster, so we don't want to do too many. And then I don't know what this is doing here, so I'm just going to reduce that. Get some more rock texture in around here. Same as around there. That's nice. Oh, just thought actually a bit of water in here will look quite nice. Let's get rid of this and put some water in. I think this is probably going to be natural water in this bit. It needs to be quite low so it's underneath the... Oh yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, love that. Okay, so the actual colour of the coaster doesn't quite work for me, so I think let's go out here and take a look. So we've got the pink. Let's see which bit that is. So that's a green, is it? Right, okay, so that's the top. Oh, we'll have black supports. We'll have a black main track, and then we'll use a bit of green on the additional parts there. That's cool. And then we'll do the same for the actual cart itself. So we'll just vary the green on there, and then just hit black on that very last piece, and let's see how that looks now. Yeah, that's much nicer, much more in keeping with the surroundings. So yeah, this is looking pretty awesome. Cool. So yeah, that's the pirate area. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know how you feel this could be improved, which I'm absolutely certain it can. Like I said, that's the first attempt at quite a long roller coaster that I've done ever. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. If you do like this video, please do leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you like this type of thing, and yeah. And also, thank you very much for the subscriptions. I now have over 1,000, so I'm very grateful to anyone who has subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.